matchup between our visitors and the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Break. 58 to Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check. 61. Matchbox white. Check 25.
Back to throw. The open man is Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Rosen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Motion man, watch 12.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Oh, he sheds himself free. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Pinheiro now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Ready up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
You ready? 93's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Second and 5. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a draw play for Gurley. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Monday. Hey, Alpha.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. Touchdown, Chicago! Antonio Callaway with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Next to score, Bears 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Hey, high 7. Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Cook. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
Ready, break.
93's the mic. Rip right, rip right.
Hey, echo.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it's 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
On the ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Bravo.
58's the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
He'll look to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 18. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Switch.
80 weapons.
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And Diggs has it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Vikings.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
I got you. Watch twist.
Ready.
They'll run on first down. Cook. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check girls. Check 52.
2nd and 10. Setting up the screen for Cook. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Bears 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Monday, 54. Blue Dan. Monday. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Hey, watch that.
What do you got? Time.
Now Rosen on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
17-yard line.
Hey, Haywood.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
That's the score. Bears 20, Vikings 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it first and 10 at their own 42. They're going to look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10.
Go.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10.
Look at me, zipper.
Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Hey, wahoo.
We got this. Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. We want this. Check 93's the mic.
Now back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Set. 60 or. Protein spill.
Three down.
Ready to go.
Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Son got me.
Get up.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit. Yeah. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this with ammunition?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Rosen off the play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Check 93.
2nd and 9 now. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check, 93 is the mic. 93 is the mic. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
Every time I see a coach challenge a spot, that makes me a little bit nervous for that coach. Those are very difficult to get overturned.
Well, the biggest reason, correct me if I'm wrong, is just technology. A lot of times you just don't have the angle.
Yeah, I think all the coaches, when they want to challenge that type of a play, they want to put the magnets or the things, the sensors in the ball to show exactly where it is. But right now, it's all about us humans.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Big dribble.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Come on. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
60 outlaw. Smooth.
58 Mike, 58 Mike. Rap. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Middle.
I got 29.
Bud.
Watch the out. 90 is a mic.
All right. Hey, quarter.
90 is a mic. Watch the run.
All right.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Jam.
Play action here with Rosen. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
And our players, first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Hey, Red. 180.
54. Mike, 54. Alert.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Again, it's Cohen. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That 2nd down run, a big help. As 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all To me, that's a good drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Again, it's Cook. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Hey, shoot.
Check 93 for Mike. 93.
Come.
Hey. Check 93.
Back to throw here. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And now it's Rosen looking toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Rosen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Again, it's Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch 54. Hey, pick your game up.
On play action, Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and 10. Throwing again, it's Rosen. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on first and 10. Now Rosen. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be second down. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Second and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Right there.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now it's Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
What's 80? What's tight?
Hey, exit.
Four down.
Rosen to throw again. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Yo,
Hey, Alpha.
yo. 90 is a mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Quarter.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
No, it's nothing.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
61, matchbox right. Now. Hey, high 7. Hit it.
He'll look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
60
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Let's get it. 58's the money. 58's the money.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, 58 is the money. Go 58's the
Cut. Lead grip.
He'll drop to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Middle.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the backer.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Gurley's got the 1st down and then Wilson. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Rosen now off the bootleg. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Gurley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Bravo!
90 is a mic. 90 is a mic.
Throwing now is Rosen. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Vikings take over
Let's go,
first and 10
let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Rosen to a knee, and that ought to do it. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Chicago, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.